Okay, so after you buy the land, you're going to need to start getting permits if you want to do anything to it. So what do those cost? How to get them? That's the point of this video. So you've bought your land in Park County. You're ready to get going. You know that it's zoned properly because you did the zoning correctly. Check. I'll make a video on that. That's fine. Zoning isn't that difficult. That's just maps, GIS. You made sure that you didn't buy some piece of weird wetlands from some wetlands delineation nonsense, and I can show you how to do that in another video. But now you've got your land. Now you're ready to go. What did this cost? First thing you want to do is you want to get an address. If you don't have an address, you're going to need one, and maybe you already got it, maybe you didn't. Then you're going to want to get a survey. Then a driveway permit is what I did next. Well permit after that. You got to do some engineering for septic, and you got to do the septic permits and the install. So I'll walk you through sort of the order of operations I did. Not saying it's the best, not saying it's the worst, it's what I did. So I got the address with a Park County GIS request form. It's the new address request form. Here it is. You put in what you know about your property here. You put in adjacent street addresses. You put in how far away you are from a road. In my case, I was right by a road. Name what road you're coming off for your driveway. Please give me the address form. That was easy enough. Address was issued. Now I got my address. Good deal. Once you got your address, you can sort of move on to gathering the requirements for the driveway permit. So you're going to want a survey before you get into the driveway permit because you're going to want to know where your land is. Hopefully it came with the property. If it didn't, probably about $1,000. Use a registered professional land surveyor that's local. They'll get you a survey for your property. They do it all day. Once you've got that, you can be a lot more sure about the bounds of your property and what you can start designing. Driveway permit is what I want to do next, so I need an address post. I need a plot plan. I need to flag this area out. I need to understand the slope requirements for the area. Start talking to a local excavation company if you have a tricky approach. Like if you've got a nightmare piece of land because you thought, oh, it won't be too bad to do some switchbacks and things, you have insurance implications when it comes to if a fire truck can get up to your property. Don't make a funky driveway. At this point, you need to start talking to people if it's not straightforward. I think you can do it yourself, but also make sure you're doing it properly. Once you apply for the driveway, you just fill your things in here. Again, it's just you. Who are you? Who owns the property? Driveway, $150. This permit's used for a lot, so there's a lot of areas you don't need. What you really need is the narrative of proposed work, where I start to explain what I'm doing and what point that I'm at, because there's a lot of requirements, and it says all of them in here. So I get down to where I start telling them, okay, I'm signing off October 2022 for a driveway, and this is my plot plan. First thing they want to know is, like, where's your driveway going to go? So you got to flag it out, physically flag it out, and provide a plot plan is a lot easier. I wanted to make sure I was set back properly off the property line, but I did not get approved for this, and I'll tell you why I was denied for this driveway. It's pretty straightforward once it's explained to you. It wasn't anything to do with the slope. It wasn't because I didn't have my address posted that I told them I put. It wasn't that I didn't flag out everything nicely. It was because you can't be 25 feet from a T intersection. You've got to be 100 feet way back here. So I got rejected. I had to move the whole driveway down, sort of to the right here, fly back out, reflag the driveway, and off we went. I said, hey, at this point, well, septic, all to be determined later. I don't know what I'm doing, but I definitely want to get a driveway going. So maybe I can come up here, camp on it a little bit or something. But I want a driveway. I want to get in there. So that was step one. They want your special warranty deeds. They want your address. They just want some proof that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing here. Got my permit. Driveway permit after my denied. Came back out, said, okay, you're in the right spot. Now you've got a permit. It's telling me I got to put a culvert. It's telling me it should have 2 round blue reflectors. But it's got instructions. Now I'm ready to go. This is good for a year. So this will expire 1 year after it's issued. So remember, if you start getting permits, you better be ready to get going. After I did this, I wanted to get a well permit. I don't know why I didn't need a well anytime soon. I certainly didn't have a house anytime in the near future, but let's get the well going. Different thing about the well permit is it's from the Department of Water Resources. It's not the county. So you have to do this well permit application, the GWS 44 residential well permit application. It's very straightforward. Talk to your neighbors, talk to drillers that did your neighbors to get an estimated total depth. Figure out if you have a driller in mind, maybe it'd be helpful to put it there. But very easy document. But they will want to know some information about your land. I'm meets and bounds. I'm outside of an HOA. I'm not in any of the water areas that they specify I must not be in. I'm less than 35 acres. A lot of these things made this pretty straightforward for me. But if it's just a residential plot out in Park County, it should be for you too. You have the right to drill a well as long as you follow these rules. Check that out. Pay your $100. You got your well permit. Good deal. This one's 2 years. So you got a bit of breathing room for this one. So for 2 years, you got your well permit. Let's get going. Okay, let's say that it's time to start getting the septic designed, engineered, all that. You need an engineer. You're going to straight away need engineering drawings from one of the 2 games in town. I think there's 2 companies that can do it for you. They're going to have to dig holes in the ground in your property. They're called perk holes. They're going to tell them the rate of flow coming out of this dirt so they can properly design the correct septic system for you. They want to make sure that your leach field is of a minimum size. They want to make sure that any setbacks to wells properties, they're doing this, they're staking it out. So their output is drawings and stakes. So that's really useful. I'm going to guess between $3,000 and $6,000. I know what mine cost. It was a little bit lower. It was a bit more straightforward. But the minute you start to get into complicated situations, you can hit the high end of this because the design work is just more invasive. They might want to make sure that you're not in any kind of bizarre wetlands. I can show you for sure before you buy land how to check for at least some type of wetlands coverage. Same goes with mining claims and zoning, but those are different videos. Just watch the zoning and the wetlands, but they're also going to be coming out at this point and they're going to say, hey, this is what we think we can do with a septic. So let's hope it's in good shape at that point. Next up, it's $523. So this is the most expensive permit of the 3 so far, the well, the driveway, and the septic. This one's the pricey one. So once this permit's applied for, get ready to stack your work. Get those driveways going, get everything ready to go because the person that comes in that's going to dig out your driveway, get your septic ready, clear your area, they probably want to do that all in one go. So have that work lined up and think ahead to make sure that you don't just try to piecemeal this because you're going to pay more having the tractors and the diggers coming off and on of these driving up into the worst roads in Valley of the Sun and things like that. They're going to charge you for that. So get them there, get it all done straight away. Driveway septic site clearing is my recommendation. The minute that septic permit goes, you should get going on that. That's what I've done. So here's my septic permit. It wasn't too bad. Basically, I took the engineering outputs and said, here they are. This is what the engineering firm said I should be doing for this plot. Please understand the narrative of my work. They're going to want to know about, again, what other permits you might have open, what your deed status is. They want those supplemental docs that you've been using the whole way through just to show for the address and to show for the driveway permit. Same thing, same package. You give them those again just to prove you're you, and then off you go. And that's where I'm at today, August 26th, and it's looking pretty good. Like the septic went in. It's way bigger than I thought it was. I'm so excited. Inspections time. We've passed a few of the preliminary inspections on the septic. Next one up I think is Tuesday. I wish I could tell you exactly what test that is, but I'm going to be talking to the guy that's doing this, and he's going to update me tonight. But I am so excited about the progress that they've been making. They're doing an incredible job, and I just couldn't believe people could work so efficiently and quick. I look at these projects, and I think these are going to take forever, but the professionals are worth it. They know what they're doing. I'm so excited. All right, well, that's it. Thanks for watching.